And so if you can outbid your competition, you can have an ethical monopoly by literally bidding more than everyone else while still making money. And that's the crazy thing. And that's what fundamentally what you want to build in terms of the mousetrap of your business is how can I make more money from every customer than anyone else does so that I can spend more than anyone else can to acquire them. And so I had a portfolio company CEO who's a good marketer, come up to me and he was like, hey man, I think we really need to scale our ads. And I was like, I agree. And I was like, well, how many pieces of creative are you putting out, per week? And he's like, well, I just record once a month. I was like, okay, fine. Then how many ads are you making per session? He was like, we do about 15. So we do about 15 new ads per month. And I just kind of looked at him. I was like, dude, when I was trying to go from your size to 5 times your size, I was making 35 a week. And like nowadays, we make way more than that in terms of content and in terms of the ads that we do, like, cause I make ads for school, and then I inform the ads across our portfolio. And so the big saying that I have that's like plastered on the wall that actually applies to sales and marketing is volume negates luck. Like if you don't want to rely on luck and rely on one of those 10 ads or 5 ads that you make to be amazing, you just make more ads. And I can't tell you the amount of times that it just reset the bar, and that's what I'm hoping to do with this video, is like the amount of volume that the people who are ahead of you are doing is not 2x or 3x more. It's oftentimes 100x more, right? Even the 35 times 4, I think 140 pieces, the guy was making 15. It was 9x the volume of what he was doing, right? And some of you guys are making 5 ads a month or 1 ad a month and thinking that that's somehow going to be sufficient to get to your goals. And nowadays, and I'll explain later in this my whole ad creation process, but just the big headline is that in the very beginning, you just need to do a lot more than you think you do. The second is once you've done more, then at what point do you start shifting to better? And the way that you can figure that out is when the return on effort for better exceeds 1 incremental unit of more. Meaning, if I've got 1 sales guy, if I add a second sales guy, then I think I have a high degree of certainty that I can probably double my sales by doing that. But when you have 10 sales guys, adding 1 more sales guy is the same level of effort as going from 1 to 2, going from 10 to 11, but it's only a 10% increase. And so if I can increase the overall throughput of my entire team by 20% or 25% by tweaking some sharp rate stuff or doing a headline split test or changing CTAs on my ads, then those are things that would make me more money per unit of effort. And so in the beginning, you usually just need to blow as much volume through there as possible. That's the create flow, monetize flow, then add friction. The optimization steps really only matter when you have flow going through. And so you do more first, and then once you're big enough, better becomes a better return on effort.